About Jimmy Mosteller. Brother Jimmy's microphone went off silent this week. On July 4th, the Lord called him home, where he was reunited with his beloved wife, Betty. But his legacy will live on in all places like Dixie and Rome Speedway, where he used his time and his talents for the betterment of the sport that he loved so much. The Bible teaches us to make good use of our talents, and Jimmy's talent, his calling, was entertaining race fans and promoting the sport of dirt racing. It was a labor of love, and he gave far more to the sport than he ever got. He was there in the rough and troubled times of the pioneer days, and through the years helped transform it into a family-friendly form of entertainment as it is today. Jimmy also believed that dirt racing needed more national recognition, and he, along with Mickey and Mike Swims, made that happen through the Have a Tampa Dirt Racing Series. Jimmy Mosteller, our little bitty buddy, made a difference, and all of us here tonight are all the beneficiaries. Of all the words written by Jimmy Mosteller since his death, those of Mia Swims Green best describe what he meant to all of us. Not only did we lose a dear friend, but dirt racing lost its ambassador. We should hold tightly to Jimmy's passion. He saw nothing but good of the sport and what it was capable of. Godspeed, Jimmy Mosteller. We'll miss you and we'll never forget you. Now we'll have a moment of silence.
On the dirt track that they put hundreds of thousands of gallons of water on, and it's just smooth as silk and just as slick as grandma's cracked eggs. I'm gonna tell you, cause it's slick. And when you see them guys come down there with those 750 horsepower engines and back it in the corner, and that man right beside him, that's racing. That's racing.
I'm watching them as they move now to number 3 and 4 turn. The importance here, keep your foot in the fan, stay in that groove, don't let somebody get under you or above you. Looks like that number 43 got a little bit of a bite, but watch the 20 on the high side. Tim, look at this, got 2 together. Look at this, pushing all the way. Hey, I hadn't seen that. Right in the middle through that traffic. Marshall really goes through traffic. Clint seems to be having a little bit of a problem there. No, he dives right down to the inside also. Oh, look out here! What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? The super right now. Corner, watch a corner, watch a corner. Watch that corner. Look at this on the outside. On the outside. And I guarantee Davis is going to the Mosteller groove. We call it that high groove, and watch him get a bite off that corner. He let it make a little bit of a dip that time, Johnny. And when you do that, that can be costly. But the guy setting the pattern right here is that number 22. 1 out of shape, 3 of them, 3 deep off of that corner, 1 in the retaining wall. But Brewer just still going flat out. Johnny is going to be right down to that checkered flag. See, they're running a good solid groove right now. There's that number 3, that Davis boy. I guarantee you he's got one thing in mind. If I can't win it, I'll get second. Let's see if he can do it. Comes to the inside, coming down, checkered flag going down on 95-22. That's where it's working for him, I don't mind telling you. Keeping those tires up in the marble, so to speak, but it's actually red clay still, cool from the water and all, keeping his tires cool, but he's keeping his nose, watch him, keep it right down on the hard stuff. See there? Well, I'm gonna have to tell you this, he can drive a race car, he's proven it here tonight, he's proven it before, and in my opinion, we've got some good super late model drivers for the oncoming years to add fuel to the fire in the greatest sport in the world, automobile racing.
Amazing grace, how sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we first begun.
He pulls up and past the number 15 of Greg Ledford out of Talking Rock. Ledford coming right back on him, and hey, Patterson, he goes into the spin cycle, but hey, on lap number 5, he goes into the spin cycle. I need you to send it over on the back straightaway. You're up next as a white. Whoa, coming down. White flag, and Jake Harrell and Scott Pilcher coming together, and looks like Jake Harrell. No, right off the bat, Jeff Smith, Randall Powell, Bob Cochran, Oliver Gent. Oh, you knew it was going to happen. As Pete Cochran and Chris Fennell coming together down in turn number 4. Lithia Springs, Georgia, here with us tonight. Mom and Dad was out here last week, and I'm sure they're out there somewhere as, it breaks loose over on the backside. We got about 3 or 4 cars that have come together over there. As number X5 coming across the start finish line, that is Jeremy Ray. Oh, look at here. And up into the 3rd slot as they head down the backside. Andy Morris, Kirk Atkins, caution coming out onto the speedway.
The pressure's on the leader, but that second place realizes he's going to have to look out. Something on the back straightaway. And we had 2 cars getting together, John.
Yeah, it looks like somebody lost a little bit of...
Caution flag going down on these drivers that's out there. Pete coming off of number 2.
Oh, boy, howdy, and I'll tell you, carnage down in turn number 4. They got the whole racetrack blocked off. Roy Patterson, Timmy Millwood, they started it, and then collected, say what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down 7, 8 cars away.
And they're the same way as they come into number 3 up here. And then they have 3 more right behind them.
3-way battle for the lead as they head into turn number 1. We put lap number 24 on the board here tonight here at Dixie Speedway. Whoa! Caution on the front straightaway. Jody knows. Tracy Watson over on the backside. And looks like Tranham and Company. They'll pull it back down into the pit area. We got a loose tire on the front straightaway. And going to need a wrecker here on the front side. That tire landed right where it came off. Can you believe it? Fire. All right, pit officials working hard. We go Woodall. He goes into the spin cycle. And we got something on the
right there.
backside.
Dives from the outside right there. Alan Brewer making some contact. He in good right there. Pete Cochran going to make some contact with the wall. You could see that coming. And caution on the speedway. Well, Alan Brewer was able to go ahead.
As they come off turn number 4, that is Shane Smith out of Rome, Georgia. We're going to be at Rome tomorrow night. Can't wait to get there. As we got some cars coming together. Oh, my goodness. Eric Furniture Outlet, and we are going green. And your 2 leaders. Caution over in turn number 2. Speedway winners. Man, I don't know what. And we got a couple of them up against the wall. They get us burned into the Holland grounds of the Dixie Speedway winners circuit. And we got a couple of them up against the wall. Bagby goes into the spin cycle. Oh boy, Ricky Garrett riding that retaining wall over on the back straight. Whoa! And is Henry Ward out of for second. Straight away, but look out. Turn him like a dog. Henry Ward going down and kicking up a little bit of dirt. Man, we see our first caution. Corey Wright out of Rome. He's got problems down in the corner. Boy, howdy. We've got some action down there as the Shane Smith in the number 4 car. He goes into the spin cycle. The man up on that 3rd slot, he goes high, wide, and handsome. David Beam down on the bottom. Bland Duke, Seth Lacey, Dan Meadows. This might be the first time we've gone to a green-white checkered for the Economy Bombers. Green. And look at Natasha Stokes in that number 27 car. Folks, she's just right in there amongst them. Shannon Etheridge, he jumps out in front. But the young lady had a rocky face doing her deal here tonight at Rome. We're going to green. Caution. Shannon Etheridge in that number 21 car. Man, they just beating and banging on one another like you wouldn't believe. Number 21, Shannon Etheridge, he's got problems as they're 3 wide down on the front straightaway. Michael Brewer. Caution will come, picking them up, putting them down as they're down in turn number 3 and number 4. And Kenny Collins in number 21 car. Oh, yeah, you can see it gonna come as Kenny Collins in the number 21 and Jason Smith Carroll out in front. Oh! Alabama. Leader. Oh, yeah, right off the bat, folks. They're getting 3 wide all the way up that bank straightaway. And caution. And we have issues over in turn number 3. And to number 9, he'll go into the spin cycle. Bobby Hill, or we'll find out here in just a moment which number. Oh, and I'll tell you, Andy Marr is trying to get in there and get around the leader, Zach Shelton, but was not able to do it. And Stokes will take the lead down in the corner, and got a couple of them that goes into the spin cycle. And we got one. We got about 4 or 5 of them over there. Something going wrong with the 03 car of Oliver Gentry, man. He bobbled big time down in turn number 2. And once again, moving up the ladder as they come off turn number 4. Tyler Millwood. And we got some down in the corner. Jerry Brown. Oh, there you go. Oh boy, you got a traffic jam down in the corner. Still that number 26 car out in front, got one coming back out on the racetrack. That's the 41 car. And that's Randy and Michael. 150 rating. Whoa, Jimmy Wilson